Good evening, rock fans. It's Brad.
I'm Amy.
This is Mikey B.
Peoples is back.
We are all back, and we are joined by Lisa Umbarger. Thank you, Lisa, for taking the time to talk to us tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Bernals are here. I know we've kind of already talked about that, but got to recognize Amy B now
instead of Amy C.
The big difference. See, now you're going to be Mikey and Amy B. So it's or is it Amy and Mikey B? I don't
know. Trevor from Will
Get back to me on that.
He was very upset that he can no longer put Mikey B and Amy C on our tab done at Will Call. So
he'll get used to it.
Yeah.
You'll have a tab every night, so it won't take long for him.
Yeah.
They get that tough. Oh Lord! All right, Lisa. Thanks again. And boy, I was trying to find information on you all day, searching Wikipedia. I didn't know you were on IMDb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, you've been in a movie with, and then I realized it was the soundtrack. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was a pretty good movie, actually. I don't know if anyone else saw it, but pretty good.
Yeah?
Go see it if you haven't already seen it.
What's it like, the wedding party or?
It's a group of friends that all go to a winery that they've been friends for like
yes.
many years.
I'm watching the preview of this thing, Lisa, and I keep pausing it. I'm like, is that her? Is that? And then finally I scroll down, and I'm like, oh, damn it. It's a Toadies song. Okay.
It is.
I immediately saw that it was wine country, and I was like, oh, well, let me see if I can find a clip so that I can remember like what part of the movie it was. And then I was like, oh, soundtrack. No,
that's all right. She's on IMDb. Got that. Oh, man.
It all counts.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
So you guys, you've been hitting a lot of shows here lately with SolShifter. I've noticed that.
Yeah, it's really. I don't think that I would have come out of retirement for anyone else. It's three ex-Toadies, myself included. So Matt, the drummer, Charles Mooney, the guitar player, who was the original guitar player. So when the Toadies started, it was Charles, Todd, and myself. And when Charles said that he wanted to play again, I was like, I'm all in. Yeah. And we were just doing it for like one show. We were going to do one show. And I had so much fun that we talked about doing another one. And then it turned into starting a band. So, yeah, I mean, I had sold all my gear. I didn't keep anything. I thought I was totally done. And when we did that, it was just like, gosh, I got to play again. I'm having too much fun. And yeah, so SolShifter came from that, just screwing around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got members of Pimpedelic in there still, or is it?
Yeah, the drummer. So
the drummer.
It's
okay.
so funny. Matt was in the Toadies and Pimpedelic. What the hell, man? Yeah. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I got to see
Madison
you guys.
had some good times, I think, back in the 90s.
Oh. Yeah, I saw you guys at we were just talking about Six Spring Tavern. Saw you guys there a couple of years. God Lord, was it a couple of years ago? May have been.
God, yeah. COVID fucked everything up. And everything. Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID, but I think that was close to probably one of the last shows I saw there before all that crap hit.
Yeah.
So are you born and raised Fort Worth?
No.
No.
My dad was in the military, so I was born in Muncie, Indiana.
Ah.
The famous Ball State, David Letterman, which my dad always used to tell me. He's like, David Letterman went to that school. So I was born in Indiana, and we traveled everywhere. I grew up in mostly Montana before we moved down here.
Okay. So when did you get down here? Was it with your family, or was it after?
Yeah. My family moved down here when my dad got out of the Air Force, and my dad went to work at General Dynamics, now Lockheed Martin, and we just kind of all stayed here. I'm moving, trying to get out of Texas because I hated it. It's not hated Texas. I hated it being so hot.
Yes, right there with you. Yeah.
And so I kept moving, going everywhere, and I kept coming back. So I guess I'm here now. Texas can't get rid of me.
Right?
It
You
sucks you
tried
back,
and keep
man.
coming back. Yeah.
Right.
Sucks you back.
Yep.
I know. I spent a week in Denver last week, and I'm like, oh, there's no humidity. It's
Right.
85 degrees. It's so nice.
Yep.
Been there, done that. Don't need to do that again.
Right.
That's all right. The day after we left, I think they got like 10 inches of snow. So
Yeah, that was last week, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
yeah. I mean, we were at the ball game the Tuesday night before, weren't even wearing jackets there in Colorado, and then a few days later, it's snowing like crazy. So
Wow.
yeah, this is the time of year. I'm right there with you, Lisa. This is the time of year where I sit around going, "Why do I live in Texas?" And then about October rolls around, and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, this
I don't know. We were just in Vegas. It was pretty hot.
Well, yeah, I would never go there.
So dry. Our bodies are not built for that kind of dry atmosphere of like how much lotion we use while
Yeah.
we're there is insane.
Yeah, we had the same problem in Denver. Wake up in the morning, our lips are totally chapped, and
Yeah.
When I lived in Denver, I just my nose just started bleeding out of the nowhere, and I was like, "What is going on?" And my roommate was like, "Dude, it's the lack of humidity. It's so dry."
no moisture.
So I was like, "Do they make chapstick for your nostrils?" Like, I don't. You know?
I think you could just use.
I'm not loaning you my chapstick. People.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. You got to keep them in separate pockets, man.
Three
Separate
definitely.
people that had nosebleeds while we were in Vegas, and we were only there for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
could
yeah.
think of at least 3 people that had nosebleeds while we were there. So
It's different.
Well, even my eyes get so dry, and because I wear contacts, and I have to the whole time I'm there,
Putting drops.
just putting drops in my eyes just because it's just so dry.
All right. Texas does have its benefits, I guess.
Yeah, we got back in Texas. We're like, moisture.
humidity.
Us five are here. That's pretty cool in Texas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you got that. You got that.
could be worse. Could be
Way to bring it around, people. Swing it back
Yep,
around.
yep.
Swing it back
That's
around.
what I do. That's what I
Not
do.
pat ourselves on the back or anything.
Right.
All right, Lisa, I have to ask this question, especially when we talk to bass players. How did you get started on bass?
Todd, Charles, and I worked in a record store. You guys might remember it if you're from here, but Sound Warehouse.
Oh yeah.
Which
And-
one?
We worked at the one on Camp Bowie in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right where that was.
Yeah, and so we would close the place down every Friday and Saturday night. We worked that's when they started being open till midnight. And we would talk about music, and we all had the same music interest. And I knew enough about music that I guess Todd thought that I played. And we were talking one night, and he was like, "Hey, I'm starting this band with Charles, and we've just been kind of playing. And would you want to play bass?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to play bass." And he's like, "Okay, that was I think Friday night." And he's like, "We got rehearsal on Sunday."
Oh,
And I was like, "All right." And I'd never played bass. I didn't have bass. And I went called my
local pawn shop or something?
I called my dad, and I was like, "Hey, can you go to the pawn shop tomorrow with me? I got to get a bass and an amp. I got rehearsal on Sunday. And I need you to teach me these 3 songs. Help me.
Hope you don't have plans this weekend.
Hell, what the hell are you talking about?" And
Sounds like an awesome dad.
Right?
my dad's in the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. He's
cool.
he's a great guitar player. And so we went and got a bass. We went and got an amp, and he was like, "You can't do this in a day." And I was like, "I'm gonna do it." And I did.
We're going to try.
Okay, so we're doing it.
Watch me.
And so, long story short, Todd took it from there and helped me learn how to play. And I think it was like a month later we had our first gig, and then 2 months later we opened for Fugazi.
Wow.
So
That's
it kinda got
rad.
right into the fire. So it was sink or swim, and mostly I've been swimming.
Yeah.
Awesome. What venue was that?
Oh
You
man,
remember?
yeah, I do. This cool little club in Fort Worth called the Axis. It's little dive bar that, oh man, there's so many great recordings of bands that played there. Nirvana played there before they hit. The Goo Goo Dolls played there when they were on Metal Blade Records. And
Wow.
Wow.
before
That
they
was-
cut their hair out and got plastic surgery. And the Afghan Wigs, we played with the Afghan Wigs. I mean, some of these bands were just like 90s icons to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but the Fugazi was definitely like, holy shit, I can't believe we're getting to do this.
Right out of the gate.
And you've been playing bass for 2 months at that point.
Yeah, I know, right? I was scared shitless. I was so
I don't know if that's like a good thing for like bass players to hear or a bad thing.
Right.
Like they're like, it's that easy, or you're just that good.
You can figure it out in a
Go with
month or
it,
so.
yeah.
It's not
Well,
that big a deal.
I worked my ass off too.
I bet you did.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
It probably is that easy. It probably is.
No, it's not. I have a bass hanging right back there, and it's not that easy.
But he also has 15 other guitars in there, so
Right.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
So did you ever do any formal training or just
No.
figure it out as you went?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna go because I had a lot of insecurities when we were first starting. I was gonna go and get bass lessons, and Todd was like, "No, because you'll have to unlearn all of that anyway." Because I wanted music theory or something, so I had something to build on. But
Yeah.
like simple, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Simple things like the weird time signature on Away happened because I didn't know that I need to play in 4/4. So so I just naturally leaned towards weird time signatures, and it worked with the band.
Wow. That is so cool.
yeah.
Oh, so you guys got started. What year are we talking when you guys first played that first gig?
88 or 89.
Right around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all in college.
Right when the music was starting to get good.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of when the scene really just kind of started to explode around here.
Yeah.
So, what do you miss from those days? Not necessarily the Toadies and the bands, I think, but I'm talking about the scene. The scene as it was developing and blowing up back then.
Yeah. That's easy. That's super freaking easy because and I was talking to some other people about this, and I want to try and do something to change it. But back then there was a lot of camaraderie. Everyone supported everybody.
Yeah.
When you played in Deep Ellum, everyone would go and see each other play, and you go see the New Bohemians, and then you'd be playing down the street, they'd come see you.
Yep.
But there were just all these bands that everyone supported everybody. So when we got signed, that was, we didn't know anything else except bring our buddies on the road to open for us and stuff. So, Baboon and Brutal Juice and those bands that we love.
I love those guys.
We want to bring them with us because they supported us and they helped us get to where we are, and we wanted to bring them. Tripping Daisy, all those bands. Just come on, let's all do this.
Well, and it was not just Deep Ellum. There was a big Denton scene at that time too.
Yep.
That's where Brutal Juice was from, wasn't it?
And Baboon, Brutal Juice.
Yeah.
Brutal from Denton.
Yeah, and they didn't care to drive to Denton, and now people from Denton don't like going to Dallas, and Dallas don't like to go to Denton.
Yeah, or Fort Worth. It's just like these.
Oh yeah,
really isolated. In the 80s, it was really isolated like that with 3 separate scenes, and then it kind of just all came together. And that's what I want to do again. I want to get all these bands back together and where they're supporting each other instead of these really segmented areas. But
that's what we're trying to do.
I was just about to say that.
I need to get some folks like Leon Bridges and people like that on board.
Yeah,
I know that he would probably be open to something like that. So
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
we love that idea. I mean, that's what the foundation of everything we're doing is all about, and how we met, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we just had Malloy on, Nixon's.
Yep.
And so that was really cool.
I love Zach. He's a good dude. Good solid dude.
What did he? What his name? He put his name as Zach. Damn it. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got some stories, some Dixon stories. They're guys
Oh boy.
nuts, or he's not nuts now because he's a family guy.
Yeah.
But
Right.
back in the day, that guy was crazy.
I've seen
Yeah.
some of those pictures.
Let's
of him
let's
on
hear one of
stage.
those stories.
Yeah. Right. No shit.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah. That'll be like off camera.
yeah, that's
okay.
cool.
All right.
Down with that.
But I did, the one thing I love a lot about Zach. But the one thing I love about him is when he gets on stage and just feels it and the passion comes through. It's like he can't stop himself from like climbing on the scaffolding or climbing up on
Yeah.
the mains and jumping off. And I was always afraid he was gonna break a leg or kill himself or something from jumping off the scaffolding.
Stacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. People hurt themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you
Hopefully he's outgrown that.
yeah.
Oh, man. So what's missing, Lisa? I mean, this is you hit on a hot topic here because this is really kind of what we were founded on. What is missing to help bring that scene back to that unity?
I don't know if anyone has any hints or whatever. Let me know because I've been trying to figure it out. It's like a science project right now.
Right.
I've reached out to the people that are still doing stuff. They're still connected to. I don't want to call it the industry because that feels so test tube baby science. It's music, but the people that are still doing it and never left. Like, how do you do that? How do you get people back together where it's not competitive anymore? And that's right now it just feels kind of competitive, and
That's my least favorite thing is when the scene is competitive. To me, that it sums it up as it's just not. You can rise together. You will never rise like just in the competition scene. It never works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and now that the internet has changed music forever. With the hey, I can sit in my mom's basement and record a song and put it on YouTube, and then I'm YouTube famous overnight. They didn't work hard at all for that. When you've got us 40 somethings and 50 somethings that and older that grew up in those times where you had to play 1,000 shows before you ever made anything.
Right.
And now, it's the me now generation. And I think that's where we are personally.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you, but there's got to be some way to crack that code.
Yeah.
Go back to it because I think I don't think it's just me who's craving that. And I don't think it's just people who are older who experienced it on that level that are craving that. I think everyone is. People are tired of having to experience music through TikTok, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Well, and I think one of the challenges here is that everything's so kind of like what we were talking about, individual scenes. Is everything's so kind of spread apart, and then with the venues not being what they were at one point, and then COVID obviously knocked some stuff out. And so we have kind of two things going on. We got to build the scene, but also need to rebuild, the businesses back. So
yeah,
I think we got a real challenge, but I think we're up for it.
I hope so. I mean, I only have so much energy, and I hope everyone just kind of throws in it's like, damn it, yeah, you're right. We got to do something. But everyone that I bring this up to, they agree. They agree, but no one knows how to do it. The first step, I mean, what I've been doing is just reaching out to bands and talking to people and, trying to create bridges there. But it's like, you can only sustain that for so long. It has to be more than just one person doing it,
Yeah. And the bands and stuff need to be, especially the bands, because we need the individuals of the bands to go out there and be part of this scene that we're trying to create.
Yeah.
You can't be the bands of I'm doing the TikTok, I'm doing this or whatever, and then I play my show and then I don't really do anything. That we're us four are really big into going to as many possible shows as we can.
Yeah.
And that's the reason that I was even brought on, because they kept. Obviously, we've been friends for years, but they would see me post on Facebook. I was at 4 or 5 shows a week sometimes, whether it be national acts or locals, and they're like, Jeremy, you're always out. You always see our friends. You're always at shows. Come be a part of this. And I mean, it was a big honor for them to ask me to do that. But, when you like, I'm single, my child doesn't live with me, so I can go and, be available for that, and make those shows known, where these guys, have families and jobs, and I'm just a bartender that, likes music.
Right.
So.
We need bartenders.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not just anything.
Yeah.
So Jay brought up a good point in the chat. Said that the tribute band craze seems to
that's
Yeah.
I want to say
be. I know everybody just kind of does that little cringe, like.
Hey Jay, I haven't talked to Jay in forever. What's up, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say that with so many talented artists and musicians in the Metroplex are now in cover bands and tribute bands because I mean I can't knock them because they're getting paid. They're getting paid well, and I get it.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
and if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But man, some of these great singers and guitar players, and just if they just started a original band and started doing that, I would love to hear it.
Well, a lot of those original bands are doing those side projects, to do the tribute bands, just to get that extra money. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a catch-22 because that probably most of them would rather be playing their own music.
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope that is true.
I think that. I mean, as a musician, it's like nothing to me. And maybe some people would prefer to just do that, and I guess that's common.
That's all right. That's okay.
Yeah.
But nothing more satisfying than playing your own tunes and
people enjoying them.
Well, or something happening. I heard this song. It had I was going through this moment in my life or whatever, or that song reminds me of this moment. Like Paco Estrada, for instance. We just got married, and Amy put his lyrics on the inside of my ring.
Oh, very cool.
And so Paco didn't know that, but Paco was doing our reception, and before the reception started, he's setting up the acoustic and stuff, and I got up there and showed him, and he was taken back by that, and I know that meant a lot to him. So that's what it's all about.
Nice.
Yeah. That's really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
So I can't speak to the artist side of it, of having the conversation with somebody that like your music meant something to them, but being the girlfriend, fiance, and now wife of a musician and seeing his songs be well received at shows is just really freaking cool to see. So I can only imagine like how y'all feel whenever you see. There was a show that Mike had. It was at Trees. Mike, do you remember the show I'm talking about? That like the whole crowd started doing the like hey with y'all or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And it just, I mean, it like I was taken aback, and it's like those aren't even my lyrics. Like I have nothing to do with this other than I sit in the corner of the rehearsal and I read. And I make sure like that is it. I have no claim to fame to any of their music or anything that they do.
She's the chaperone.
Super cool to see them get their
Make sure we're not too much testosterone in the room.
Right?
Somebody's got to do it.
Let's do a show.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, I like I understand the whole tribute and cover band thing, but there's just something about finding new music. And, we talked about TikTok and other things. I don't really enjoy the music on mainstream radio anymore. So the stuff that I grew up on in the 80s and 90s, the best way for me to find it is to go, to a local venue or bar and find a band. And there's still great bands out there putting out rock music.
There's somebody right there, Anthony Streeter. He
there you
always
go.
used to hook us up with shows back in the day. Still working hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know we've got venues. We've lost some venues, even pre-COVID.
Too many.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah, that whole gingification or whatever. Not gingerfication, that's redhead. But
Nothing against redheads here.
you know, I
Nothing
married
against
one.
redheads.
It's okay. Oh Lord.
But yeah, I know a lot of people who own clubs and work at clubs, and God bless them for freaking sticking it out and making it happen after. I feel like everyone's excited to get back to playing music and
Absolutely.
Oh man.
and going to the bar. I hope that's what's happening. It feels like it. The last few times that we played, it feels like people are feeling pretty safe and good about coming out. So
I tell you, I've been in the restaurant service. I've been in the service industry for almost 30 years, but I've also been in the music part of that as well. But then, COVID hit and the bar and restaurant industry got hit hard. And I don't think people realize how hard. But then, in addition to this, the entertainment industry got hit the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not just your bands. That's everyone that's involved. The clubs, the promoters,
people to clean the place up.
Yeah, everybody that has anything. The bus drivers,
the parking attendants. Like people don't realize how much goes into entertainment.
One show, yeah. Well, and even comedians, comedians, stuff like that. That's all part of that as well. And I just recently went on a 1 month national tour with some big bands, and it was very hit or miss around the country.
Peoples, you're speaking in tongues here.
Well, we Drowning Pool, El Nino, and Head PE. And
hey, there's some local guys. We got to give them their right. Their deal.
But we hit literally all 4 corners of the country, and to see the different clubs that we played a lot of clubs. Some were 125 people. Some were packed to the gills with 800, 1,000 people. And it really, you could see kind of the areas of the country that didn't give a fuck about it, and then other ones that 99% of people had face masks on,
right?
So but the cool thing about it is that people were coming to the shows again. Whether it be that 125 people or the 1,000 people were coming out.
Well, and to me, like what I've noticed, because we've been to several shows, obviously. I mean, we didn't stop going to shows. And first chance we got to go to shows, we did. Is that like you can really see, like you were saying before, that how well received it is. Like, so you may not even realize what you lost. Some of these people have been going, it's been so long, and then they're there, and you can just see that light bulb, and you're just like, yes, this is what I've been missing. I need more of this. My soul needs this.
I was going to say it's like a healing your soul almost. Whenever you see live music after not having it for so long, you didn't realize that your soul needed it, but all of a sudden you felt whole again.
You needed a shift. You needed that shift in your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lisa, how many shows have you guys played in the last couple of years?
We didn't quit. As soon as clubs started opening back up, we played. We continued to play all through it. So I got a horrible thing happened last year. I got cancer, and I was talking with my band about it and talking with my doctors about it. And the one thing that kept me going, even when I couldn't stand up to play, was playing a show. So it was really healing for me. So, there was one show that we played at Fort Worth. Maybe 10 people were there.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. And my hair's different now. It grew back like really dark, and now it's curly. So it's weird. So chemo took it and gave me some curly hair. But yeah, I didn't even care. I just needed to go through the motions of getting up there with my friends. Thank God my band was so forgiving and just trusting the process because I needed to do it. But we kept chugging along and playing shows. I think there was probably 8 months when it was really hot, where no one was open, nothing happened. But last year we played the whole way through.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And, it was scary a little bit and weird. And I'm freaking so glad that we did it.
So did you write any new stuff during that time?
Yeah, we have a lot of new songs. In fact, we were just in the studio, and we got some new stuff that's going to come out soon. And I was hoping it would be out by tonight, but we're finishing up the mixing and mastering, and then we'll release those. And we got we probably got about 10 other songs that we haven't even recorded or done anything with, so we need to get that recorded. But we're paying for it as we go. So
I saw you were at Empire. Is that where you're doing it?
Yeah, with Alex
Awesome,
Gerst, who's
Alex
freaking
is awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I've done my last 3 sessions with him, and he's the best.
Yeah, he's great.
Good.
He's great. So so we'll probably go back in with Alex and get some more stuff done as soon as we can.
Are you? Sorry, I was. As far as the recording process goes, I know COVID changed a lot of that as well, where people were not getting together anymore. They were tracking stuff and sending it to each other and then writing. Did you guys do any of that, or did you guys just get together and say, fuck it?
We kept getting together. All of us were really cautious. And of course, they had to be cautious around me.
Sure.
But we were careful, we were cautious, and nothing bad happened, thank God. But yeah, we kept getting together and practicing. It's like I needed that sense of community. If I didn't get to see my band all through that time, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how these other bands did it.
We did. We did it rarely, and we tried to be safe when we did it. I know, and I could not go. I have to have it. It's just
he needs it. He needs that.
If I haven't, you don't want to deal with me like after a month.
Yeah,
he needs that band time.
Yeah,
she's like, please get out of here. Like even
go play with the boys.
It is.
We got
People don't realize it's therapy. It really is.
Yeah. I would have gone insane. I was already going a little insane when it all started, and had a little bit of anxiety and freak out, and the band grounded me. Just getting together and writing some music made it almost feel normal. Yeah,
I think that's what music's all about anyway, just in general.
Yeah.
It helps rejuvenate, it helps release, it helps keep us grounded. And that's the great thing about music.
I agree.
Yeah, we got a cool message here from somebody on our YouTube channel. Said they're excited for your new music and they're counting on it to get them through their chemo adventure.
Cool.
So that's awesome.
That's fantastic.
No pressure.
That's love.
Yeah, no pressure is what it says.
Yeah, they finish it with no pressure.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. I know you got this. Chemo's not easy.
So it sounds like you guys have some music ready. How are y'all going to approach that? Because I've seen it changing over the last several years, where people start dropping singles. They only drop singles, and then maybe a year later, when they have 8, 9, 10 of them, they'll throw an album out. But it sounds like you guys are pulling a whole album together and kind of going that route. Is that accurate?
Well, no, it's actually really funny because each time we've gone in, we've recorded 3 songs. And this last time with Alex, we did 3 songs. So with Alex, he's got the space where we will record full studio 2 songs, and then we like to do a live song, like live recording, a la AC/DC. Cool. And so the first recording with Gerst, we did that, and this recording, same thing. So we did 3, like do get it done, and then one's just one take, get in there, get out. And when I was with the Toadies, Rubberneck was different from the other records because that record was full of first takes. We all, everything was isolated, and there are overdubs, obviously, but a lot of that is first takes. We just went in and knocked it out, and we all were huge AC/DC fans, and we had read about how they recorded in the recording process. And we wanted that live feel like that. And we found some producers who understood it, worked with us. And thank God, because there were some people we were talking to. They're like, absolutely, it can't be done. And thank God we found Rob Schnoff and Tom Rothrock. And they did Beck, Loser. And, they understood the quirkiness of our band and, held our hands through as we were green and working with record labels. and
What's that?
Yeah.
Right.
That album was iconic for sure.
Of course. Absolutely.
Sonically, I like the songs, but sonically, I just like, dang.
Oh,
man.
yeah. That was definitely some of the first songs I ever learned how to play on guitar were from that album. So it's pretty
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
My 9-year-old niece is learning how to play them.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Had to get that dum 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 dum. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
So you mentioned that you guys didn't have it ready now. You got a release date in mind, or any anticipated release dates coming up for the music?
I've been meaning to message Matt and ask him where it stands, but I'm sure we'll talk about it tomorrow in rehearsal. We have rehearsal tomorrow because we have a show Friday. But,
Mavericks. Yep.
I used to be like freaked out. It's like, hurry up, get this out, hurry up, get this out. But now it's just like I'm just kind of chill about it. And whenever it's ready, it's ready. I'm not going to stress about it. I wanted a couple of things changed on the bass. So they had to go back in and change that so I'm the problem. But
hey, as long as you're willing to admit it,
Right.
That's
the first step.
So I just saw Mavericks. Where is that? Is that like down the street from my house?
Arlington.
Oh, okay, because there's a Mavericks like a mile from my house.
Sweet. Yeah, this is in Arlington, and I'm guessing Mavericks is kind of like UTA Mavericks. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably down in that area, Cooper area.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Well, that answers my next question. I was going to ask if you played there before, but I guessing that's a no.
So I'm excited about new venue. We haven't played with any of these bands, and my apology to the bands because now I can't remember your names. But
one of them was Pulse. I didn't see anybody else on the flyer.
Yeah, there's another band. I cannot remember their name, but I'm stoked to meet some new people and new bands to play with and listen to, man, because this is great.
Arlington's actually got a really decent scene going on there.
Hola, Lydia.
Mikey breaking out his burnout. I can't even roll my beads.
That's JR's mom.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he owns Will Call.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
Which is also a cool venue. You guys should play there.
I was gonna say they just
opened
becoming a hot spot.
Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of luck getting into Dallas venues. So
well, that's gonna change.
Well, I was gonna say I think we know some folks.
They calling some favors.
We definitely know some folks.
You know, make that happen. So if you want to help us get in some Dallas venues, that would be good.
It's not a matter of if; it's just a matter of when.
Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my old stomping grounds. I got to play some shows there, you
Of
know.
course.
Yeah.
And I got some of the best memories at Trees. Holy cow, man!
Oh yeah.
I'm playing
I
at
think we all
Trees.
do.
I'm playing at Trees June 24th.
Yes. Okay, I'll have to come see you play.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're invited. I'll put you on the list. Like I need to put you on the list. But I will. Just for so I can say I did.
Just so you can say you did. Yeah. Yeah, she's my guest. Can y'all?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, that's awesome.
I just want to play all the time. That's all I want to do now.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt that way for a long time. I left the Toadies in 2002. And, this is 3 years old, I guess. So
I'm really looking forward to hearing it.
Well, I was going to say the last
for y'all's first music y'all's, and I was like, I can't find any. I mean, some live stuff, but
yeah. Yeah.
a lot of covers and stuff.
Is there anything out there originals that are recorded, Lisa? I wasn't able
Yeah,
to find
yeah, on
anything.
Spotify. So if you look up SolShifter on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes or Amazon, it's on there. If you look up SolShifter, you'll see that's all original stuff. None of that is. We do play some Toady songs. So the Toady songs that we were a part of writing, we're playing those. I'm not exactly excited about it, but the guys, because they didn't. Matt and Charles didn't get to enjoy, the good times with the Toadies when we quote unquote made it.
Yeah.
And so, now it's a rejuvenated feeling of playing those songs for them. So I'm okay with playing them for them, getting a taste of it, but I would rather just play our stuff.
Sure.
That makes total sense to me. It's, you do it. I mean, as a musician, been playing for a while we're playing some older stuff. Not to give too much away to people because we got a new lineup, but we're playing some older stuff too. And I'm kind of looking forward to playing it a little bit, but I'm definitely much more excited about showing the new stuff to people.
Yes.
Much more.
Seeing how that new stuff is received is just that anticipation is exciting.
Well, you have the current fire in you to play that stuff.
But the thing is the old stuff is what draws.
Yeah.
And then you can introduce them to your new stuff, and then they're like, oh, now I'm a fan.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
Yeah.
Even though no one ever does that. They play the new stuff, and then the old stuff.
Right. Right. Just to make sure that you stay.
Yeah. Hang on, we're gonna play it. We promise.
Yeah.
Stick around.
Now we mix it in just to trick it up a little bit. If we put all the Toady songs together, I think I would
not do it.
Walk off.
It's sandwiched in between two of our songs. It's like, all right, I'm good with that. That's good.
Right. Sure.
So
yeah, I think you guys played 2 or 3 of them when I saw you at Six Springs. So
that
was pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's fun to do little bit different things with it, and knowing that Charles wrote those freaking screaming feedbacky leads. It's so fun hearing him play them again.
Yeah.
And they're so different from the way they were recorded, because that was Daryl's interpretation of Charles's lead that he wrote. And not that Daryl's a bad guitar player; he's a freaking amazing guitar player. But it's fun hearing Charles play it again because, it reminds him of when we were kids playing in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that.
Yeah,
it really is. The original way or the personal way,
the way it was written.
Yeah.
It brings it all back to when you play with somebody you haven't played with in a while, and then you feel that vibe and how it kind of goes together, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, so in Fort Worth, we had our rehearsal studio was in a storage unit off of Beach Street, which is this crazy
that's
warehouse district.
Amy knows where that is.
I know where that is. Yeah.
And
Miss White Settlement over here.
So we were off of Beach Street. It was not a good neighborhood, but we look like fine, upstanding citizens, I guess. And we talked the people into letting us rent a space to rehearse in, and they were totally against us doing that. But then after we did it, they're like, okay, you guys are good. You pick up after yourselves. You pay your rent on time. We're good. And
you hooked them up with some of this merch here.
Yeah, the sweet water pipe.
Right?
He's so proper with the water pipe.
I know. I'm like, that's cool. A water bottle and a place to put my gum. That's
yes.
About the water pipe. We were ordering T-shirts, and the person that does our merch was like, hey, it's 420. It was on 420. And she's like, we're running a special on these water pipes. Do you want a few? We're like, okay. Charles texted.
Why not?
Want water pipes? And I was like, I don't know. And we went ahead and got some because 420.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm jealous. I want one.
Do they sell? That's the question. Do they sell?
Yes.
I just told you I wanted one. So
right.
Yeah. I'm shocked. We had them for the first gig, and I was like, Okay, well, I guess we have water pipes now. To merge.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I love how it's so correct because you get kicked out of some places. You don't say water pipe.
Right, I
You
know.
call it-
intended for legal purposes only.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yes, just like the 12 bottles I brought back from Denver.
Yes.
Hey, we were just in Vegas. I mean, anything
Right?
goes.
Hell,
And it stays there.
Apparently,
It
I did
stays there.
there. So.
Except for my buddy, and I'm not going to call him out on national, whatever this is. But I'm not going to
This
say
is
his name.
prestige worldwide, buddy.
But he got
Right?
mad at me. He got mad at me because he came in and I told him, "Hey man, you could right across from your hotel. There's a spot." Well, also next to his hotel was a spot that just sold like CBD, but it looked like
It looked legit.
it looked legit. It looked,
dispensary.
but there's like a sign. It's like this big, on the side. It
Right.
says we do not sell. We're not allowed to sell, real
Yeah.
THC.
THC. Yeah.
But he went there and spent like $150 on CBD, and he was so mad.
Oh no.
I was like, no, it's the place next to that.
Whoops. See if you can take it back.
It's hilarious.
All
He
sales are
did end up
final.
taking it back though.
Right.
They took it back.
I was gonna say, did he end up? I don't remember asking. I had a lot going on that week, obviously.
He's gonna wish he could comment right now. I guarantee he's listening.
Oh,
Right.
I bet he actually won't comment.
Whoops.
Uh,
So I gotta, yeah.
the same guy also won $600 on a slot machine the night before his flight, and then he was so happy, and then he missed his flight, so he had to spend the $600.
Oh.
He's 100% going to comment any minute. He might change his username to not incriminate himself.
Yeah.
Will either comment or he will privately message me. In my
Protect the innocent.
Oh, it's killing me. It's so funny.
Oh, Justin. What? Oh, that's awesome. All right,
That's
Amy,
cool.
we need intercore water pipes.
Okay. I'll work on it. I can't make any promises.
Right?
But I'll work on it.
We can buy water pipes and put stickers on them, honey. We got
There
it.
you go.
There you go. There you go.
Bingo.
One of our other good friends, Black Magic Flower Power, has the little dugouts. They sell really well too.
Oh yeah, I remember
They
that.
are so good.
All right.
I
Yeah.
love
Have you seen them lately? Because they've changed again. So they're very electronic now.
really.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll.
So the guitarist, the singer, and the bass player are the same, but the drummer's gone, and the keyboardist is gone.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but I just talked to Dustin this past week, and they're still going strong. So hopefully we'll see another tour from them.
God, I hope so. They're awesome.
Yeah,
I
they're
saw
really
them
good.
right before COVID hit.
Oh, man. Well, we got to get you guys down into Debellum. So,
Yes,
Yes.
I think with
Yes.
our powers combined, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
right?
Superpowers? Yes.
Yeah.
Mighty
Superpower.
Morphine. Do we have
Hey, wrong one.
Yeah, it was
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
In the form of Captain
I'm not wearing
Music.
my really cool ring too, so she got me a ring that has.
You're not even wearing it right now.
I know I'm wearing the silicone one because I was at work today, but she got me one that has like ebony and titanium, and then a guitar string in the middle. I'll have to
Ooh,
go-
Oh, that's
Is
cool.
that the one with the lyrics on the inside?
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Very nice.
man, that's
Very
cool.
nice.
Don't
Yeah,
look,
give
don't
it.
look at my butt.
I'm really surprised.
Oh,
that
we
he didn't
will.
put it on.
Oh, there was a butt. He barely had pants on.
We're lucky
Hey,
he does.
Hey, but that's nowadays. Everybody video conferences and whatnot, so everybody looks professional from here up.
Right.
And
Oh, I
so
know. I got on a
I do
conference
make
call
sure
yesterday
he has
morning.
pants on before I let him get on, because I know that eventually he might actually stand up, and I don't want to. Not doing that
Right.
to anybody.
All right, so
Let's
the
see it,
official
Mike.
ring. There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
So
That's very
what,
cool,
what
man.
are the lyrics?
So
Yeah, that's
Is it
what
Tyler Rose?
yeah, it's from Tyler Rose's. So
Yeah,
I
it is,
really
so-
wanted to
It's hard to
put
see.
the
You
only
can't
one I
do
want
that.
to talk to when the show's over, but that was too long. So I put the only one I want beside me in the night.
Oh.
No.
Hey, me.
Grab I should have worn
Right.
And that's been our song
Yeah, it has.
since we met for Paco. He's like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even sing it anymore with that. If you guys
it's
are,
y'all's song, so look at my song.
he actually we talked about him us buying the rights to it. So he was
Really?
sell us the
Wow.
rights to the music. Yeah.
I love
Interesting.
that.
It's
So, Mike, what did you do to personalize Amy's ring to make it such a
Oh, hell.
memorable piece that really
lots
brought
of
y'all's
diamonds.
lives?
Lots of diamonds. Lots of diamonds.
Oh, calm
right
down.
there.
You don't even
Blind
need to. Yeah, like my lighting just went up tenfold.
Right.
No one needs the ring lights anymore.
Exactly.
Amy's got you
Oh,
covered.
man.
It's a one-stop shop.
That's awesome.
Get your water pipes. Get your ring lights.
Right.
Literal ring light.
I did like the T-shirt. I'm gonna have to go pick me up one of those, Lisa. The one that
Yeah,
Mikey flashed
it's an
up.
old. So we rehearse now in a building that's they rebuild old cars, and so there's hot rods and stuff in
Yeah.
there. So we have a little room outside the garage, and on the wall they have all these old 1950s products, like spark plugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's an old 50s. God, I can't remember what it's for, but some kind of hot rod product.
Yeah.
And we just changed it and put a Texas flag instead of 2 checkered flags, and put her name in there instead of the original product.
Can
I
you
like
pop
it.
that back up?
He's flashing it at us. There it is.
That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, there's
I know the name of that.
People's over
Yeah.
here is
I had
like,
to
yeah,
give you
that's
some, I had to give you
the.
some animation. I
I
don't know.
like it.
right.
People's is about to pop off with like, well, that's the 1976
Yeah,
brake pad
no.
for a Mercury Corvair.
I actually know.
Not this guy.
Manufactured on the East Coast.
Not this guy.
Yeah, it's for like spark plugs or something.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get one of those. So
Yeah, that's an awesome
Yeah.
logo. Awesome logo.
I'll hook y'all up.
Cool.
right.
Nice.
Cool.
What were you
Well, and
showing us there, Peoples? What were
Yeah.
I was.
you got new ink?
No, I was just scratching.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, you didn't have the ring to
yeah. I was-
I wrote my personal lyrics on this jawbone right here.
Aw.
One day someone will write my notes on their arm.
Yeah.
Right.
it'll be K-Fish. It'll be
Right.
K-Fish.
Yeah.
K-Fish already does have your logo.
Guaranteed.
It does
It'll
have the
be
logo.
K-Fish.
Indeed. Oh man. So I've been meaning to ask this. Where did the band name come from?
Oh God, it was so hard to find a band name that we could all agree on.
It always is.
And I don't even remember how we came up with it, but I remember like 2 weeks of text back and forth with all of us in group text, like, okay, how about this? How about this? And where I'll go, no, that sucks. This sucks. And, or there's already a band named that, or there's a DJ in,
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
right. And so, every name that we liked, we're like, someone already had it. So we're like, fuck it. We just put some words together. So that's basically how that came together. I like the band name Shifter, and there was a DJ in the UK or something that was DJ Shifter. So we just were like, okay, I like Shifter. Let's put something with it.
Yeah.
What was pitch shifter?
Yeah, Pitch Shifter. I fucking love them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just threw something on the front of it and it worked, and no one else had the band name. And
Hey, my first band was
Grab it.
Downshift, so I'm right with you. I was all about getting some shift in there. We're like the same people. We have the same thoughts.
we're cousins.
We might be. You don't know.
In the music world.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Oh, man. So where's the best place for people to find information out about the band, Lisa?
On our Facebook page, we always post there where we're playing and stuff. We had a website for a while, but it was too much time to maintain. I'm not gonna lie.
Who has those anymore?
I understand.
I know,
that.
right? And so
Brad does that.
yeah. So, but yeah, so Facebook and then Spotify and all those other places where you can find music. We're constantly, as soon as we get stuff recorded, putting it up. So
Okay. Obviously, got the Mavericks show in Arlington coming up.
yes, so I'm excited about that new venue place I haven't played. So
All right. And we'll start working on a D Bellum show somehow.
Yes.
Pulling some things together.
I'm sorry, Brad, but I gotta ask you a question. Do you not have it? Where's your vinyl, bro?
Whoa!
Oh,
I got so. Whoa!
Yeah.
I was gonna wait until after we were off air.
This is jarring.
It's all down on the ground.
what do you?
Why?
Oh,
Why?
look at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Why is it all on the ground?
I'm taking that big piece on the back wall down. It's just too much.
Then what happens to the vinyl that's on the floor?
Yeah.
Well,
Brad.
Thank you.
I'm slowly curating it to decide what's going to be kept and what
What?
might need
Wait
to
a
be
minute.
moved.
And
Wait,
welcome
who
to
is
the
this
Burnell
Wait
House.
a minute.
who is this man?
Do you need to,
To the
do you-
Burnell House.
I'll hold it at my house. They're
Well,
buying
I
us way
appreciate
too.
that. Appreciate that.
Tell me those are duplicates.
Several of them are. This is all local stuff right here. So
Okay.
the stuff on the table, that's all local. Down here is all local. You know, the stuff on the floor over there is what came out of the other one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's still some down there on the other side.
A little piece of my heart is hurting right now. Bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be like 5-10 years from now, and a little tear's going to
I know.
and you're not going to know exactly why you're sad.
Yeah. I'll see some guy that just sold this random piece of vinyl for like $10 million. And
Right.
I'll be like, I had that. Yeah.
No, it was that one.
It's the one I had.
It was the
My
first
copy.
SolShifter album ever made on vinyl.
I've got 3 or 4 Toadies albums. I didn't think to bring them out, but
I mean, we don't have a
I
lot
got
of
I got
room,
one
but
over
we'll
here
take
just
some-
because I thought that the
yeah, you got the one that's framed over there, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
you get this one.
Yeah.
yep.
I just
Cool.
thought that was pretty cool.
That one
Yep.
is really cool.
But you got one of them up there.
We don't have a ton of room for vinyl, but we do have room for vinyl. So, Brad, if you need to bring anything over here, we'll take
You
it.
guys, yeah. You
Okay.
guys need a new cabinet shelf, Mike.
We'll make
I do.
Yeah,
I
not
do.
that big, dude.
I have plenty of room.
People's is like, I'll take the shelf and everything that goes
He's
in.
like,
Yep.
fuck them. They just got married. They're good. Give it to me.
Yep.
The freshly
Uh,
shelf.
yeah, that thing was normally filled all the way up back
The
there.
fighting of your vinyl that just happened between.
Right? I'm not even dead. Good Lord, people.
Hey, you're the one that took it down. That's
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, I was the one to notice, so I get first pick.
Do you?
I
Okay.
noticed it. I was just waiting until after the show. I was being
Dibs.
respectful of Lisa's time.
That's
I'm sorry.
First and foremost,
I always-
you both count as one.
Little bit.
You both count as one.
I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Yeah,
Right.
sure you will.
Oh,
I
Lord.
fight to win. I don't fight fair.
We all know
He
that.
doesn't.
Mikey knows.
She does not fight fair.
Anyways, so back to Lisa.
Right? Oh man. So
Sorry.
yeah, keep us in mind, Lisa, when we start dropping tracks. We want to make sure to get some stuff in rotation. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out to
Um,
Apple Music and see if I can find some of the stuff that's already out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Get
that
in the
on station as
rotation.
well.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I looked for it through YouTube Music. I couldn't find it, but I might have
Yeah.
misspelled it too. I was kind of in a hurry.
No, you.
I've had a crazy week, so
You think?
getting married and all this stuff,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
completely normal.
Yeah.
Coming back from Vegas. Yeah.
All those receptions and
Engagement party.
Right.
So much celebrating us.
Oh,
I cleaned up
Oh.
yesterday so you wouldn't see all the wedding gifts like in the background of all of our video.
We're just like swimming through them.
how many toasters did you get?
yeah.
We didn't get a toaster.
We got 2 crock pots.
I need one.
What the hell is this? It's turned into a swap meet tonight.
All right, everybody chime in for things
Right?
you need.
You can have my old one. That's why I actually
That's perfect. That's perfect.
the crock pot on the registry because I wanted a new one. So
She got a hammock, and I don't know where the hell we're gonna put that in the apartment.
that's actually a great story. So while we were in Vegas, we're sitting at the Circa Sportsbook, and it's
Awesome
it's
place.
The what?
the
Circa.
Sportsbook at Circa.
On Fremont. It's the
I
new
didn't hear sports puck.
book.
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 You know where
Okay.
we
Still didn't hear that either.
drowned our sorrows from the Stars game?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was the
Yeah.
one.
They have one of the best sports book of all of Vegas that I've ever been to.
They have the best.
It's great. So we're sitting there, and I happen to look at the registry for whatever reason on our Amazon, and I see that the hammock that I had no memory of putting on our registry, I see that it's been bought. So I sent a message to two of my friends and my sister. And I'm like, Mike is going to be so mad when he realizes that I put this on the registry and it got bought.
I was like, what are we going to do with this? Where are we going to put this hammock?
This is the same guy that put a guitar on his registry.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, but I didn't get it.
He
I didn't get it, though.
Yet.
Well, it's
Yeah.
fine. Hey,
Every time we get an Amazon gift card, he's like, we're one step closer, honey. We're one step closer to getting that guitar.
Which guitar are you gonna? Which guitar's on there?
it's a Tremonti PRS.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you don't know. I don't know. Maybe I have some rich uncle that never told me about, that he feels guilty.
Well,
for,
fun turn of events. It was his uncle that bought the hammock.
He's not as rich as you thought he was, Mikey, but he was.
He did throw it in on you.
He
did,
didn't know
he did.
that it was
High
me
five.
that put it on the registry and not him.
You bought the wrong thing, Uncle. You bought the wrong thing. It's supposed to be the guitar.
It has not been delivered yet, but I'm so excited, and Mike is as upset
I mean,
as
we
I
do
thought he
have
was gonna be.
we do have a big patio, and I guess
I
it
was
has
going to say the same
sand or
thing.
something. But
I
mean,
think if we get
seems
rid
kind
of
of
the
dangerous.
couch out there, I can fit it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it work. It's going out there.
We got to have the pictures from the third floor
Yep.
balcony.
Yes.
Amy on her hammock and D-Bellum.
Man.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is ridiculous. you could just drive by, I guess, and see it.
Yeah, you'll just see her
Yeah,
out there
you
just playing
can.
around.
Yep. Right there. Yep, right there from the street
It's an Amy in her natural habitat.
with her electronic book.
Right.
Yeah.
And 2 crock pots.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
I'll be
and a-
cooking dents and chicken and
Big glass of wine.
and a
Right.
mega pint.
A mega pint.
Wow.
It's gonna be
Oh,
awesome.
man.
I can't wait.
That's awesome.
But anyone
Well,
wants to come hang out with me in my big hammock.
your big hammock and your mega pints.
Exactly. I'm willing to let somebody else enjoy my hammock with me.
We appreciate that. This has been fun. Lisa, thank you again so much for
Thank
taking
y'all.
the time to talk to us. And
And
yeah.
we're not just talking shit about getting a show set
Yeah,
up for you,
yeah,
'cause
I was
we will
gonna
make
say.
that happen.
keep in touch
I'm not
with
gonna
us.
let you forget. So
Yeah,
There's no way. I'm not forgetting this.
yeah. Let's start looking at dates and see if we can't get something.
That'd be
started
awesome.
Here.
Very
yeah,
cool.
man,
We'll
I
get
would love
something
that.
started.
I would love
Yeah.
that. And I really appreciate what y'all are doing. Keep music going, and I'm stoked to be here.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, appreciate everybody who chimed in and listened in tonight, whether it was Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back with a very special show next week that we haven't really fully announced. There's our boy,
Wait,
Doug.
what?
Hold on. I got to get my. Hey, Doug.
Eh.
Sorry. He's our unofficial sponsor, so we're going
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, silent. He's silent. He's not very
Silent.
He's the
partner.
most unsilent silent partner. there is.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Thanks again, Lisa. Thanks for the crew tonight, guys. Everybody, people's glad to have you back, brother.
Yep, glad to be back.
All
Y'all
right,
take care and
everybody.
be safe.
You
Sure.
too, for sure.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see everybody at a show. Let's do
Yes,
this.
Soon.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Support
All
the
right.
scene. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Stay
Share,
tuned,
comment,
everybody.
All the things.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good evening, you. Bye.
Later.
Stay tuned, stay